It's your main man 360 the Poet from the Morning Wood. And are you looking for the perfect drink? Well, you found it. Mimosa Royale is the perfect combination of California sparkling white wine and natural juice that is both tasty and refreshing. No artificial colors or flavors, no sugar added, and it's gluten-free. As the world's first ready-to-drink mimosa, Mimosa Royale is perfect for any occasion, day or night. You no longer have to drink 12 of those seltzers just to get that perfect buzz. At 8% alcohol, Mimosa Royale is the perfect drink to party with. Offered in a variety of flavors and sizes, you are bound to find a Mimosa Royale that you'll love. We have berry, mango, apple, and orange, with more flavors to come. Mimosa Royale is the most award-winning flavored wine that serves in bottles or cans. You can find them online at drinkmimosa.com or find them at your local liquor store. Ask for it by name. Mimosa Royale.
Keep your radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. Hot 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip-hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows live 24/7 on hot1025fm.com.
Hi. Hey.
What's up?
All your favorite artists.
Check it out. Say my name.
DJ Khaled.
This is Mila J.
Bruno Mars.
On hot1025fm.com.
To start.
I mean, I asked you a question.
You asked me how my day was. I started
then
off
I
with
asked you how
yoga this morning.
Yoga, yeah. You and Big E, y'all did had a yoga event. Tell us about the yoga event, Big E.
You know what? Yoga was great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fix a camera.
Okay.
Mrs. Hollingsworth, what was your experience with yoga today?
This was my third time doing yoga. This felt good, and I think it was more at a beginner's pace. I like the touch of the headphones too, because I don't like to hear everybody breathe.
So was everybody listening to the same thing in the headphones, or did everybody?
Yeah, because you could hear your instructor over the music.
Oh,
It's like neo soul music. It was perfect.
Okay. Neo soul me. Y'all was in there listening, unbegging your backs, listening to music soul, child.
Getting flexible, stretching it out.
I just want you to know my back ain't big.
I didn't say y'all.
You sound
specifically.
like
I know y'all backs ain't big. I'm looking at y'all. I know some big backs in there. Don't act like y'all had just small and medium backs at the yoga this morning.
Actually,
was it small and medium backs only, or were there some big backs?
There were backs created by God.
Big backs, y'all. Listen, let me. Kisha's here. I want her to tell y'all. I want her to tell y'all her big back story. Why don't you? Why are you traumatized from big backs? Go ahead. Why are you traumatized from big backs? Tell the people what happened to you.
Y'all, this happened in high school.
Yeah.
Nobody else knows the story.
Okay, they're gonna all know it now. Tell them the big back story.
So I used to catch the bus home from school.
This is Detroit, y'all. West Side.
And one day, my usual crew that came with me, were not with me. So I ended up catching a bus to Northland, which is a mall in Detroit that's no longer open. And while I was at the bus stop, and it's in the wintertime, I think it was 4 or 5 girls, big girls.
It was probably 4 of them, but they looked like 5 because they had big backs.
They was big. And I had on my Mickey Mouse chain. I had on my Mickey Mouse watch.
Mm-hmm. Did you have a motion ring, too, with Mickey just ticking around?
I did have a motion ring.
Okay, what happened? What the big backs do?
Yo, they took my chain and they took my watch.
They took my chain. They took my Rolex. I looked at these bitches and said, damn, what's
No,
next?
I didn't. I knew not to fight back. I was smart.
Man, see, that you've been traumatized from big backs ever since.
I don't mess with them.
This
I know
was
my
in the
place.
90s. What was this, 94, 95?
This was about 95.
Dang, you should have moved with your auntie and uncle at Bel Air. They took all your shit.
Yeah, they did.
So she told us that story at home, and me and my kids, man, we were cracking up. And we laughed about that for weeks at a time. Because I could just picture my wife, I know my wife since she was freshman in college. So at the time, how much do you say you would have weighed at the time?
95 pounds.
Yeah, you was about 100 pounds. So I can imagine you in high school being 100, 110, soaking wet at the bus stop, just thinking you about to go to the mall, and a group of big back bitches approach from the west.
You know what? I had to beat up a big backer.
You beat up a big backer?
I did in 8th grade. She was bullying. She was a bully.
Oh,
and she
man.
was big.
You probably had speed
at that
over
time,
her.
See, this is what happened. Because I wasn't a fighter, okay? Mm-hmm. She kept on bullying me. Maybe because it sounded like the jokes that she would make has to do with my skin being lighter than her skin or something.
Oh, she was a dark skinned big back.
She was about 5'10" in 8th grade.
Oh, man.
Okay, she's a big girl. I'm tall, but in the inside. Okay, mm-hmm. so I am in the locker, in the cafeteria, getting stuff out of my locker. She comes up to me, and she pushes me, and I just socked her, and she knocked out, and I just could not stop hitting her.
He's a one-hitter quick. Oh, you jumped on her and pummeled her ass?
I couldn't stop. And then I just remember the hall monitor came and grabbed me so hard and drug me to the dean's office. And that was the first time I ever really got into a fight at school.
She made you that way. You had that rage inside.
So fast forward 20 years. I'm at Ross.
Oh, Lord.
Fast forward 20 years, I'm at Ross. I hear somebody say, Edna. And I was like, wait, first of all, who's calling me that? Okay, in public in Ross that they must be a family member. That's what I'm thinking. Right? But so she's like, hey, do you remember me? And she was like, oh, you look so good.
Remember me, fool?
She's like, you look so good.
Beanie Blanco from the Bronx.
Everything, she was just like, oh, I've been following you, and everything's been going well. Can I follow you on Facebook?
Oh, she asked
I was
for
like,
permission.
okay then.
Big Bag wanted to be back in your life. She ain't mentioned the fight.
She gave her life to the Lord.
Really? See, won't he do it?
Won't he will.
Won't he do it? See, God can solve your big back problems. You don't have to be a big back terrorist.
I want my watch back.
We need.
Oh man,
what we need to
take
do.
Your watch though. That was rude.
Here's what y'all need to do. Y'all need to carry around some of them folding chairs with you in the trunk of your car.
Facts.
And anytime you see a big back, just offer her one of them chairs.
Oh my goodness.
Tell her to bring her life to Christ. I'm just offering solutions here, ladies. But if you got a big back, no shame to you, man. There's a lot of good people on both sides of the big back aisle.
So no, there weren't a lot of big backs in yoga.
Yeah, y'all. I want to see the pictures.
There was a lot of cute ladies at yoga
really?
today.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Anybody fart? Because that's what I'm afraid of.
But
like
that's why you got solid
That's why we had the
headphones.
headphones.
Oh, okay. So you can smell it though. Some of y'all.
No.
It's
some of
early
y'all
in the
had
morning.
greens just.
It
Got up
was
in yoga
already
this morning.
disposed of.
Oh, in the morning. Not
Everything
everybody
was
take a
good.
morning dump.
Who doesn't?
You know what?
Not everybody. Maybe
don't
some
start
people are
your day full
afternoon
of
folks.
I already said I'm full of shit every day.
Yeah,
Oh, my God.
you'll be here all week.
Every day is a full of shit day for Ardie.
I actually not. I'm the most straightforward, straight shooter you will find in these here United States. Speaking of straightforward and straight shooters, ain't that the title of Stephen A's book, Straight Shooter? I think it is. I want to talk about, as we kick off the show, we're talking about leveling up in 2024 today on the Comedy Cyphper, but I want to talk a bit about kind of a continuation again of our discussion last week on from the Cat Williams dealings and the fallout and everything from the interview with Shannon Sharp. And I noticed at the time, and when this first dropped, I told you, Keisha, I was like, there's the consequences, the repercussions from this will be an opening of Pandora's box of what I call black folk beef or black men beef. We've having too much of it in 2024. We had the Cat Williams thing and it was funny. It was entertaining. Now we have Stephen A. Smith this week and Jason Whitlock with Stephen A. Smith's desire to chase his 15 minutes of fame and his viral moment.
I mean, he has more than 15 minutes.
Well, no, 15 minutes of popularity in this I need to go viral environment that we live in right now. And I want to talk about that. I mentioned that tongue in cheek, the 15 minutes of fame, because that's a fallacy in my belief. But continuation of that, we had yesterday, or was that today? I saw the what was it? Mos Def going at Drake unprovoked. For no reason. I see the media trying to stir the tensions between Taraji and Oprah over the color purple, and it's just, I don't know. Just
was it the media? Or was it Taraji? She said what she said.
Taraji said what she said, but I think my point is those conversations about the set conditions that were happening behind closed doors and probably should have stayed behind closed doors, because what it does in the media is pits the brands and the names, Taraji versus Oprah. And those things got solved and handled and taken care of on a phone call or an email chain. But how do we know about it, and why do we need to know about it is kind of my thoughts.
Probably so it can be. Sometimes you have to say things out loud, right?
Publicly.
Like sometimes you have to say things in order for other things to be fixed. That's why we have politics, right? That's why we, advocate for certain things.
I think that's a apples to steak comparison.
No, I think that was for her to say it out loud so that other black women who are experiencing it, because she wasn't the first one to say it. Gabrielle Union, Nia Long, they had a conversation a few months ago, whereas one of them got offered a job for a certain dollar amount. They declined it, right? And they were like, no, this is not the dollar amount I offered. They offered it to the next one.
The next black girl.
Gabrielle was like, they contacted each other. Gabrielle was like, nah. So they went to the next one. So on. They all knew to decline it. So I think that she was more so gossiping about anything that happened. I think she was just like putting it out to be aware.
Well, I guess my issue is, and I will let you chime in on this too, but I guess my issue is how it manifests itself in the public, which we have these people. It's so hard to make it, as an African American, and we have these people who've quote unquote made it, Oprah, Taraji, in the top of their fields, and now we have to pit these two brands versus one another. And it just doesn't sit well with me. Black folks, public.
Are they really pitting?
When it's
because Monique told us Oprah wasn't handling conditions many decades, a couple decades ago, and she was telling the truth.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. Just doesn't sit well with myself.
I think that it could be handled certain ways, but if you've already had this conversation.
Now you feel compelled to shit on her publicly?
No. I think that she had already had these conversations. This is not the first time Taraji has experienced this, which is probably why someone even asked her about it in the first place, for her to respond. Because she could have said, you know what, I'd rather not talk about it. But she probably was like, you know what, I'm fed up at this point, and I'm tired of everybody You know.
So she publicly venting. I don't
think she was venting. Someone asked her a specific question. She responded.
What I'm saying is, in all of this, and that's just for an example in this one instance, I'm saying my overall point in all of this is how we are attacking each other as African Americans publicly. How we're so quick to, especially when some of us reach like an iconic status, it's like everybody calling Kanye crazy and piling on. Even when the Diddy thing. Everybody piling on with that. Everybody piling on to Oprah. Everybody and now Cat Williams versus Kevin Hart. And it's always the bigger person that the public kind of piles on. And it seems very, very unfair to me in their personal lives and in the court of public opinion. Is like, damn, like, why are y'all against, what did I do to y'all? Why are y'all against me when I'm just here to entertain, when I'm just here to build and provide opportunities? Because I'll say this about the Color Purple as a franchise, regardless of the conditions and set conditions, this, that, and the third. If not Oprah, then who? Who helps you bring your talent to the forefront?
Because Carice.
There's very few. Well, thank you,
Ardie Hollingworth.
Yeah, but it gets to my point. There's very few creators of opportunity in the entertainment space.
It's two of them. It's two out of three here, and I'm sure that your wife is creating opportunities in her.
Yes, we're
in her
definitely
realm
doing
as
that.
well.
But what I'm saying is, those folks shouldn't be attacked. Those folks should be protected.
No, everybody's up for constructive criticism.
I feel like sometimes, like, okay, let's say Oprah been doing this, what? How old am I? That old. So for at least 30 years, right?
Yeah.
So even though you're my elder, so it's probably been a little bit.
The shade.
It's been a little bit longer.
Tossing it in.
For you. But I'm just saying, at least 30 years, Oprah's been doing her thing, right? I'm sure Oprah has not been perfect, and all relationships have not been grand, right?
I'm not saying that at all.
But I don't think Taraji was talking about Oprah. You're saying the media pinned them against each other. Mm-hmm. She was saying Oprah, fixed it. Oprah was saying she fixed it. It's that people portrayed what she said differently, but it's okay because it was corrected.
For an example, I want to discuss the larger point of black on black public beef is the thing that bothers me. This is the thing that I don't like. The larger point.
Don't be having no beef with me in public.
I would never have a public beef with you.
Good. But there are some people that I would definitely at some point maybe I might end up having the public beef with, and it may not be the beef where I'm gonna bash you. It may be that someone asked me to address it. Matter of fact,
question. Yeah.
Do you know who Jaguar Wright is?
Yeah. Yep.
Listen,
I used to love her.
If you guys go on the YouTubes, Jaguar Wright did a whole YouTube about me being the ops.
About you being the ops?
I'm that famous. I just want y'all to know that. You're welcome. Okay. Hot 7025, the ops or not. Allegedly, I threatened to kill her.
Oh, okay.
I don't believe that. No way.
I thought she was a nice lady.
Oh, you interviewed her and it went south?
I didn't interview her. Someone else set up an interview for her. She came. I met her. She was very nice. She brought me some CBD oil, and she was just very nice. I was like, oh, she's a very nice lady. Mm-hmm. Nothing else.
And how did you become the ops?
I'm the ops child.
Oh, Jesus.
So so she addressed that. And it got to the point I didn't address it. I had my attorney. I asked her, like, hey, what do I do? The thing is in the video, she said that I was Clive Davis' niece and worked with him. I said, oh, I'm leaving that in there. Okay. I definitely am Clive Davis.
You got to chase that clout.
I said, you know what? We're not taking it down. The person who had these conversations with her had to sign a disclosure saying that she was the reason why this information was given to her that wasn't even true in the first place, right? So now we have that all documented.
Just for the record, Big E is not the ops.
Dang. I thought she was a nice lady.
I thought she was nice.
I loved her.
I just found out you're the ops.
Yeah,
I was like, man, she's right.
That hurt my soul. I did see some stuff about her years ago on the internet when she was going at like the Roots and
financing Carice.
Yeah,
but listen,
put her on.
So at one point I had to say, okay, am I going to address this lady back? Obviously, I wanted to let it play out for a while because the Clive Davis thing, which was helpful. Because Clive Davis, PR people reached out. We interviewed all types of people.
Oh,
okay?
He was like, "Are you really his niece?"
Listen to me, okay? So I decided I'm not going to address her unless it comes up again.
Okay.
If it comes up again, then I'm going to have to publicly respond.
Yeah.
Because what the hell? Like, literally not one part of the thing is true.
That's a different, even a different avenue from what I was saying. Like, your justification. I'm not knocking the justification of a public response when someone says something to you publicly. Mm-hmm. I'm not knocking the justification of that. So that's fine. But what I'm knocking is the overall poking the air out of the balloon of someone or trolling or clout chasing someone else's fame for your come up. And I see a lot of that's happening from a lot of the fallout. Like, Faison Love, who nobody ever talks about anything.
It's Faison don't sit down
somewhere.
Every
15 minutes you posted something. And then
you have the nerve to try to call Cat Williams a monkey.
Yeah, like...
I said, sir.
It's just goonish. Okay. It's goonish, and it's low-hanging fruit. It's not funny. And it's actually sad, because I posted something the other day, about the Stephen A. Smith and Jason Whitlock thing. And my thing is, the strategy that divided us as a people, as a black people, if you know your history. I call it Jim Crow, even though Jim Crow is not a real person's connotation for segregationist laws. But I said the people who invented Jim Crow just sitting back saying, the plan worked. It worked. And it's the master plan of divide and conquer. When you can divide a people, when you can have people be so self-hating that they have to figure out and find ways to try to take some luster off the shine of one of us who've made it. I'm a big proponent of W.E.B. Du Bois and his notion of the talented 10th, that the best of us will lead the rest of us, that there are certain exceptional people in society, certain brands, certain people, I think, in terms of just being black people, should be protected. Not in a sense how people cover up for R. Kelly and those type. But yeah, I think Oprah should be one of our protected people. Definitely. She's a creator. She's put people on. She's opened opportunities for other people. No, I don't think the same things you just said about Oprah are applicable. But Oprah hasn't done anything that's. How do we know? Wasn't she allegedly on the list with Epstein? We can't hold people to alleged things. No, right? She was on the list. On the flight list. There was a bunch of people on that list. I don't think Oprah was over on the island with Epstein. But if she had gone to court.
Maybe she was just getting a ride.
If she gone to court, went to trial, like Cosby did, and all of those people, then you hold them accountable. Like R. Kelly did, you hold them accountable. But we can't be like, I allegedly did some shit. Anybody, you allegedly was about to shoot Jaguar Wright. I was allegedly, right? Right? You know what I'm saying? I had her set up too at the hotel or something. Me and Tasha K, by the way, Lord. Together. She put both of y'all in that. See what I'm saying? But the whole thing was allegedly. About me. But Tasha K, I don't want nobody reaching out to me. I'm allegedly saying all of this. This is not even me. This is AI. This is the whole truth. So that's me pontificating on that. I want to get your thoughts. Both you guys' thoughts on that. So let's start with you. Give me your thoughts on that. I want to just stick to that point of overall black on black beef, because I could be tripping, I could be wrong. I just want to hear other people's thoughts on that. And if you have different thoughts in the chat, or you want to call in, give us your thoughts on that. Ikari said I'm wrong.
I think everybody's if it's referring to the Cat Williams situation, I think he had a right to go on and say what he needed to say to defend himself. With Stephen A. and Jason Whitlock, I think Stephen A. was trying to take advantage of an opportunity to go viral, trying to ride off the coattails of Shannon Sharp's podcast. Even just the thing we saw today with Mos Def and Drake. I think Mos Def was looking for a viral moment. Like, that little snicker at the end, definitely. Who made Mos Def the authority on what's hip hop? Right. So I think I'm okay with constructive criticism. I'm okay with constructive criticism. I don't look at it as black on black like attacks, because some things need to be brought out in the open.
I think let's pause there on the Mos Def thing and Drake, because there's one thing that just really rubbed me the wrong way about that. And you brought up a great point. Who makes you the foremost authority on what is or isn't hip hop? Mos Def, and we respect your body of work. I'm a Mos Def fan. I'm a huge Mos Def fan. But that took took a little bit of the luster out of it when I just think he took an unprovoked shot at Drake just because of Drake's success and the masses of people who gravitate towards Drake's music.
What did he say?
He's called
we
it.
should have a clip to be able to play.
Yeah, he called it something about like shopping music or people that listen to it in Target.
He said he considered Drake more pop.
More pop, yeah.
That's the type of music.
Yeah, Drake is definitely more pop,
it's
but when you
hip-hop.
say it can be true, but when you say it in that connotation, like make it off like it's a diss. It
Like,
comes
did he
off,
have a different tone?
Yeah.
In his voice? He had to, like, that's
yeah, he
pop.
had to. Nah, he
Like, I
had
just
to
wanna-
definitely shade the big
It
E
was
shade
definitely
tone
shade.
in his voice.
Yeah.
The big E shade tone?
Yeah, he chuckled at the end when he said "Homeboy is pop." But I think this, like, let's say for instance, and this is just proves my point that you're taking a shot at him not because you don't like his art or you're not a fan. You're taking a shot because his shit is popping. Because there are plenty of artists. No, hear me out. Plenty of artists who make identical music or the similar type of music as Drake that is not on Mos Def's radar, right? And he ain't taking shots at them.
But was he asked a question? I think that's my thing here
He
with
was
what you're
asked a
saying.
question.
He was asked a question.
Just like the situation with Taraji.
if he
She
says,
was
I don't-
asked a question. Mos Def was asked a question. If you ask me, what do you think
can't
about Drake?
find-
I'm going to say
remember what your
Drake
mama
is
told you, if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. Like,
But
that's my
is that
thing.
not
Why
nice?
do we do that? Why do we? No, it's not nice. It's not nice when you shade a person. What was a quote last night? We were out to dinner
about
Oh,
Mary J. Blige
Yes.
is a singer. She's not a bad singer, but she's not a good singer.
Shout out to my homegirl, Shauna.
Well,
Shauna
true.
just perfectly encapsulated
what is it that you wanted us to
half
say?
the music industry last night. We were at dinner with some friends and we were just having just a great conversation. And who were we talking about? What singer specifically?
Alicia Keys probably, because Alicia Keys
You can put her on the list too.
But you can definitely put people on the list. But our holy grails, right? Our Whitney Houstons, our Luther Vandrossens, and people like that. And, kind of bringing it back to this conversation. Should we be attacking those
Are
folks?
we attacking them
I'm
just
not
by
attacking,
saying they're
I'm
not
just
great
giving an
singers?
opinion.
I went to Alicia Keys'
No, I'm saying when you
concert.
attack the holy grails
I
of
went
people
to
just for the
Alicia
sake of
Keys'
attacking
concert.
them for success.
Alicia Keys is a great entertainer.
Like if you said like people would say like Luther Vandross is dope, right? If somebody was to say, yeah, Luther Vandross makes great music, but he ain't sexy like Maxwell, you know what I'm or something like
First
that.
of all, did y'all hear what Anita Baker and all of them said about Luther? A matter of fact,
What did they say about Luther?
We know who we had.
Oh,
on
they
there.
was gay?
We had one of the ladies
Allegedly?
from. We had Maxine from In Vogue, who was on tour with Luther Vandross and Child. She spilled the tea. If y'all need to go back, watch that on YouTube.
Well, was
this.
Luther in there with TD Jakes being a power bottom?
Oh my
Well, we
God!
already know.
Like, yeah.
Are you trying to act?
Come
Don't
on
do
now.
that. But I guess he was a super
taking
diva.
shots.
Oh yeah.
Like super diva.
He-
But
he
anyway, I
gives
won't spill
that
the tea.
vibe.
But yeah, he does give that. But I didn't know it was that bad.
Gave past tense. Y'all ain't heard the news.
What? Like,
Oh gosh.
Yes, I mean it's just that easy, y'all. You're a talented comedian.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Oh man.
Here we are.
Listen. So thoughts on that? Let's put a bow on this because I do want to talk about our leveling up at the time we got left. We are definitely
What's the
talking
question
about
again?
leveling up. Just black on black beef is. I
don't
wanted to
think
just
that
get your thoughts on it.
I think that as a journalist, you have to ask tough questions, and I've had to ask Young Buck if he had sex with a transsexual, and if it was true or not.
But no, that's
And he had to
different. I'm
answer.
talking about.
I'm saying we have to ask tough questions as a journalist,
Yeah.
and guess what? I would expect for you to respond, right? He responded, right?
What did he say? Did he say yes or unequivocally no?
He paused. He paused.
Oh, there was hesitation.
Right. It's also viral on YouTube.
Yeah.
He paused and he said, "Well, I didn't."
didn't know.
and y'all will listen to the rest.
I love how
There's
people.
a clip of it on my
listen,
Instagram.
I try to tell people this: like you have to study psychology, you have to understand human behavior, and you can't just listen to words. You always have to listen and listen to the filter of context and understanding. Like when these people get asked these questions, like salacious questions, when TD Jakes is asked a question or forced to respond to an allegation, when it's not a definitive no,
Ooh,
Oh, they
child.
did it.
it's a
Guilty.
possible
Y'all need
yes.
to run that
Guilty.
T.D. Jakes answer
Because-
back, response back, though.
Because what was the thing that just happened? Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel. All right? In the Epstein list. Jimmy Kimmel is a prime example. Just gave y'all the blueprint on how to say no, fuck you, and don't ever bring that shit my way again.
But he had the ability to, because his name wasn't on the list.
Yes, because his name wasn't on the list. He had the ability to do that. It was an unequivocal no.
Faison's name was on the list.
But when your name could possibly be on that list.
Kevin Hart's name was on the list.
On the Epstein list?
No, I'm talking Cat Williams' list.
Cat
It
Williams
was on the
Cat
list,
Williams
yeah.
list.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm saying like so my response to your question would be is that as a journalist you're going to ask tough questions. Mm-hmm. You being the recipient of me, I'm interviewing you. Then like I need you to respond. Okay, what are you gonna say? I say
I'm gonna say no if it's a no. If it's
right,
a falsehood.
But the problem is that it's not a no. Right, so some of these responses are I have to give you a full reply as to what exactly happened.
And then that's how y'all know my point is that's how y'all know it's bullshit. When you hear people giving these long, drawn out.
So are we saying Cat Williams was on some BS?
No, he was.
No, I'm not saying that about him at all. I'm talking about people who.
That was 79% facts.
Who things? No, it wasn't 79%.
82.3. Okay. I think it went up 82.3.
It's opinion pieces.
That's not opinion.
When you say somebody's not funny,
we already gave you the
that's his opinion.
Right, but that was only 10% of the conversation.
When he says this person stole a joke, that was a fact and it's been proven to be fact.
What he spoke about, we already determined this. We're not going to go back there.
We're not going to go back there.
Long story short,
it was if I
answer a question a journalist asks me, and it may not very well be the answer that you want to hear in the public, but it's the true answer. And if somebody says, "Hey, how did you feel about Taraji?" I think the question was, "How do you feel about how women are treated in the industry?"
Yeah.
She's like, "Well,
I got something to say."
Long story short, if y'all pay me $10,000, I'm leaving with 1.5 because I got to pay everybody else, and they don't pay me like they pay him. Mm-hmm. That's basically what she said.
That was her truth.
That's what she said. And then
I have a problem with anything that she's saying to defend herself. That wasn't my point or even question.
In another interview, she was asked about her experience, and she's like, "Hey, just something as simple as like, why are y'all giving me a rental car to drive to set?
Because that's a liability."
Taraji,
But in that situation, my thing is this: is your business right? Because life is about, especially in business. It was
in her contract.
Yeah, well then, who's her manager? Why is she, if I'm Taraji, I'm firing my entire management team.
Maybe she's her management.
I'm firing everybody. Because why am I dealing with a rental car issue and I'm a star of a major Hollywood movie?
Because why am I paying you to manage me to sign the same contract I'm going to sign anyway?
No. What I'm saying is her management, that's their job.
That's her. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's her. Just like Monique manages herself. Other than
she needed to fire herself then.
No, what I'm saying is that no, it was in her contract, but they still wanted to approach it that way to get them a rental car. And what actually happened?
Something was in her contract, and then they didn't fulfill the terms of the contract.
This is what happened. Fantasia had it in her contract for a rental car.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The lines got crossed?
This is what I'm saying. This is what hear me out. Hear me out. Fantasia and Taraji both have an agent and professional management.
But they weren't being interviewed.
No. What I'm saying, true or false? They have an agent and a manager, right? What are you paying those people the percentages for? To negotiate those things and make sure those things are delivered for you. So if it's in your contract and the studio isn't fulfilling their end of the contract, your issue isn't with the studio. Your issue should be with your management. Your issue should be with your agent. Why am I getting my hands dirty with minutia shit like a rental car and I'm a star of a movie?
That's what I'm saying. It's probably that she is those things. She's those things for herself so that she can take more of the dollars.
Let me explain.
That's what she was explaining. That she was saying she had
But this is why
all these people that work for her,
again, this is
she's
why
spending all this money.
If she's doing that, this is why professional representation is a value add for a star.
The thing is that she got it resolved. That's not the problem was that it didn't get resolved. She got it resolved. She called Oprah and said, "Hey, Oprah, no."
Oprah
said, "Okay."
What I'm hearing you say she's doing is saving money for herself by not having an actual management team.
Yeah, especially if I'm getting lowballed.
No way, you can't do that. You can't.
You do understand black men are paid. Even black men are paid more than black women for a role that may be lower.
Yes, but what I'm saying is life is about what you negotiate. You can walk just like you told Gabrielle Union's story how all those people walked away from those things. If the money is not right, walk away. you have other options and other opportunities. If you're that talented that they're reaching out to you for something, somebody else will be reaching out to you for something else. All money ain't good money. So these are foundational core principles that you have to live with as a person, so people can't manipulate you.
The problem
for dollars.
is that we don't know how long that situation. It could have been a 10-minute situation that she just happened to respond about on the internet.
But what my overall point is, why are you worried with small shit like that?
She's not worried. She was answering a question. That's what I'm saying. She wasn't the one putting herself against Oprah. She said Oprah handled it. It's the internet.
She was describing the situation.
It is the internet and the trolls on the internet that are
Remember, they were like, "Oh, look at her body language."
Perhaps.
I'm like, what?
Perhaps I would have just said everything was great, and we made a great movie and called it a day.
I'm telling the truth.
Are you gonna spill the beans?
No, I'm gonna speak my truth in the event that
you can't.
Yes,
my thing is in the duration of that's going on.
I'm not saving your life,
aftermath.
Ardie. You treat me. You listen. You sign me up for something. Don't send me a car. I wish somebody would interview me.
Oh, you gonna tear me down publicly?
Mr. Ardie Hollingworth.
He was cheap. He did. I had a couple comics ask me to send them.
Ubers?
They were local. Yeah, send me an Uber to the show. I said, listen.
I do agree. I do agree with that in some circumstances.
Yeah, if I'm bringing in somebody from out of town, if I'm booking an out of town act, you cover.
Sometimes you got to treat some of them deserve to be treated well.
It depends on everything is negotiable, right? My thing is this:
Uber,
everything is negotiable. That's
because
if your talent,
a star.
Yeah, well, if your talent is send me Uber worthy, then you're gonna get an Uber. There's no question, right? But I'm talking about people who should be paying me to be on the goddamn show with the diva attitude, talking about send me an Uber. Like, nigga, you drive Uber. Just bring yourself. You can make some money on the way there and back.
Oh my gosh.
Cash App Comics. Don't get me started. See, I could go off without naming names.
Nice.
Cash App Gas Comics.
And here we are.
I love it.
But I understand what you're saying. You're saying don't talk about this in front of white people.
Yes. Yeah. Shh. Pick up the telephone.
I get it. But I don't think that was the circumstance of the conversation. It just happened to get that way.
I say the Oprah Taraji thing for an example, but we talked about 5 or 6 different examples. Jason Whitlock, Stephen A., the Mos Def Drake. We talked about different things that are going on.
He got some loose spots, some open spots up here.
Yeah. You know what Stephen A. is, and this is the thing, fellas, and I'm gonna give y'all some man-to-man advice. I'm not gonna say this. Yeah, it lives on the net for me. So I started messing with women at the age of like 14. Okay, there's some good and some bad with that.
When you say messing with,
we ain't gonna get into details, Biggie.
Oh, not in front of white people.
Yeah, we don't need the details. You just use your imagination.
Gotcha.
Around the age of 14, and here's what I tell all men: start early.
Oh my God!
Here's why. What the problem with Stephen A. and these dudes that get a little money and a little notoriety later on in life, they're all weird looking. Stephen A. don't look like he had ladies lined up for him. He looked like Kermit the fucking Frog. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But now that he got $10 million a year, Stephen A. is attractive. Stephen A. got
Gucci's
to women who wants to give Kermit some money.
No.
Type of attractive, the transactional coochie.
Just threw up in my mouth, actually.
It's transactional coochie, and a lot of it happens with athletes and celebrities and all of this. They don't start getting any clout, any fame, any notoriety, any love from the public until they made it, like later on in life. So they're milking that shit, and they become fame whores, and they become addicted to it. And I think that's Stephen A.'s problem.
That's how I feel about Chris Rock.
Yeah, definitely.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's another one. Yeah, but he
I've
says
been saying that for years.
He says that he was the ugly faced, pooky looking, no coochie getting dude, but now he can buy it.
And he still acts like it.
A leopard don't change his spots.
The money
doesn't change who he is. Slapped his ass.
Yeah, the leopard don't change his spot. He just read the Will book. She still got it on the table in the back. She's pom-pomming for Will. Will Smith should not have to put.
Will Smith admitted to being a narcissist.
I think that was one of the most egregious black-on-black public displays of showing your ass. And if Will in his heart of hearts ever sat down and just said it, and I haven't read the book,
I don't
maybe
think
he
he should
did.
have slapped him at the.
No way that should have happened. No way.
Maybe afterwards?
But yeah, definitely when they walked in the back.
First of all, you ain't even. Don't get me started. You always pull me down this Will Smith rabbit hole.
Why? What do you have to say
I'm
about
just
Will
so
Smith?
triggered about
Will Smith.
No, I don't have anything against Will Smith. But don't be out here fronting like you and Jada was so tight. She was there as a prop.
I don't think that they weren't tight. They literally lived together as friends.
I'm talking
they
about
weren't
at the
tight.
time to keep my wife's name out your mouth.
First of all,
Still his
Jada
wife.
sitting there with the dad.
That's his
I understand
wife.
that,
That's his
and you're
wife.
not going to tolerate any disrespect
I would
of
hope
your
you
wife.
would go slap Chris Rock for me.
Okay, so
of course,
listen, the
but I don't
exclusive.
think was. So let me ask this question. Let me ask this question to
real
both
quick,
of you.
the
Let me ask.
exclusive was that he had already told him not to say it before he went out,
And he did it
and
anyway.
he did it anyway.
Fuck you! You gonna tell me what to say, motherfucker? I'm gonna
Well,
say it
and
what I
that's
want to
why
say.
he got slapped.
Well, yeah, that I find that disrespectful.
Listen,
You gonna tell a
Ardie.
grown man what to say out there? Can somebody tell you what to say out
You're
your
not
mouth?
gonna go talk about my
Can
wife.
somebody tell you what to say
They
out
can
your
tell
mouth?
Chris Rock because
Can
he's
somebody
corny.
tell you what to say out your mouth?
Listen,
Yes or no? Can
Chris-
somebody
See, listen,
tell you,
there-
Keisha? Can somebody tell you what to say out your mouth or what not to say?
There's different.
Can somebody control your thoughts and verbiage?
There's a
You try
different
to.
answer
You're
for
doing
this
it
one.
right now.
I'm just asking a question.
I know.
There's a different answer for this.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
I think that you know who you can
Oh
do that
my
to.
goodness! No, you gonna
And,
say.
and
listen,
they've had beef for
I'm going to see.
apparently
This
have
is
had
how
beef
men
for
and
quite
women.
some time.
This is how we gonna differ. I'm going to tell you unequivocally, in my Stephen A. Smith voice. Let me
here we
be
go.
very,
Oh,
very
boy.
clear.
Let me zoom in.
Yeah. Play some dramatic music. in the
I don't have
background.
it queued right
Oh,
now, Ardie.
shit.
You be
Dramatic music.
Jeez.
Sing,
Why we
hum
didn't
a
show
dramatic tone. Yeah, there you go. I tell you this unequivocally, and let me be very, very clear. No one can ever tell me what to say out my mouth.
because you're not.
No one
Chris
can
Rock.
ever censor me. No one can ever compel me to say some shit out my mouth. Or not say some shit that I believe out of my mouth.
What you
God
just
gave me this
What
mouth.
you just said was a contradiction to
No,
everything we talked about at
No,
the
it's not.
beginning of this show.
What? How so?
You just said no one can tell you what not to say, but you trying to tell
I'm
people
saying have some
not to
tact.
say.
Yeah, I'm saying have some tact. I said no one can tell you, no one can compel you, but have some tact. I'm saying these people are tactless. They're classless. It's not classy to have public beef. That's what I'm saying.
That there is no beef. The beef
wasn't-
came from
yeah.
the internet.
That was all social
You're
media.
interpreting-
But
the
it
beef
comes
as though
from it comes from the internet and people poke and
No, it
and
comes-
pick sides because folks bring it up
They didn't
publicly.
bring it
I'm
up.
saying you don't have to bring these things up publicly. You can pick up. You've got a problem. Pick up the telephone.
How you gonna tell me what I can and cannot
See,
say?
that's what it.
I'm just
that's
giving you my
exactly
opinion.
what
This
he's
is
saying.
an opinion.
But you
That's
I'm
what
just
I'm
giving you
saying.
my opinion. I'm not saying that I'm right and y'all wrong. I'm just giving an
I'm so
opinion.
You know what,
Confused
Ardie?
right now.
We're done. We're done hearing what you have to say right now.
Okay. But you can't tell me not to stop talking. You see how that works?
You know what I could do?
You see it? You can push the mute button, but it will not silence my voice.
Yes, it will. Technically,
It may silence my voice in this particular medium,
And then only-
but I can go outside to this little shopping mall, get me a bullhorn, and say what I got to say. So my point still remains.
no,
You cannot censor.
This is
Let
a
me tell
mere
y'all something.
idea and an example.
I'm
of,
right. I'm right. This is my opinion, and I'm gonna stand on business.
Ardie,
on
what's
it.
your sign?
Gemini.
Gemini.
Oh, no
There
wonder.
you go. That's the problem.
There
There
you
we
go.
have
Y'all
it.
want to classify and
Glad we cleared that
categorize
up.
me. Y'all see, this is just racist. Is what it is.
Listen, long story short, Ardie just don't want y'all talking about this stuff in front of white people.
I
and
don't.
unfortunately,
I don't want y'all talking about it in front of young, impressionable black people either, because they think that's how we supposed to be.
But the thing is that I think that you are misinterpreting what happened versus.
No, I'm
No,
reacting
they
to what I said.
literally
It was
just
an
responded to
interview.
an interview
Y'all
question.
talking about one example. Y'all talking
No,
about
we're talking
one
about-
example. My
Okay,
overall
Stephen
point
A, we know he was
was,
about
and you just
trolling.
encapsulated
Clout
my
chaser.
point.
We'll just talk about him.
Y'all trying to disagree with me when you encapsulated my point and actually agreed with me. I just don't want this discussed in a public forum. That's my point. That was it. And I used those foreign examples, but y'all got to picking at the foreign examples.
Oh, I respect my elders.
She trying to trigger me, y'all. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. You keep on trying them triggering words and phrases. He the queen of shade. All right, let's talk about. See, we do this every time. We have these wide
all
range of
off
discussion,
subject.
and we get off subject. We were talking about leveling up in 2024, and we left off. We talked about wealth. We talked about happiness last week. But let's talk about. You're gonna have to probably come back. Again, I don't know if we're going to get through the rest of the list.
Is this in my contract?
Yeah, let me tell you something. You better have your people talk to my people.
Got you. I'm my own manager.
Good.
I got this.
There you go.
You save that 10%.
Exactly.
Your ass is
I need all my percentages.
On that note, I don't think we explored that enough before we get into this. But Rich Paul, go and look at the Rich Paul interview that he did on 60 Minutes, and he talks about how people think they can go out and do it on their own, but there's a reason you hire professional representation, because their job is to go out and do a market analysis to understand what the top actors and the top people in these fields are being paid.
Of course, he
their
would say
job
that.
is to be tapped into that information that you're not exposed to, that you don't know. That's what they charge their premiums
Or
for.
you can
and their commissions
hire a
for.
consultant.
Or a consultant, but it's
But
still,
I'm not saying so.
the
So I'm
point
not
is
saying
professional
Taraji doesn't have
representation.
any of those things.
Yeah.
I'm saying she may have access to those people who
She definitely
assist
should.
in making those decisions, right?
Yeah.
But she essentially probably is the decision
So
maker.
even in the pay gap thing in Hollywood, when you have a management or you have an agent in place,
oh my
I
gosh,
think
we are
they're-
not talking about this.
They're failing you. If they're
First
not,
of all,
That's
black
not
women are
pay
not going to
gap.
get paid what we're
That's
supposed to
not
get paid.
it.
We've been trying to break the glass ceiling. I had to
Here-
break the damn glass ceiling here,
here's
and the
what you
ceiling
do.
is not
You-
glass.
You know what you did though to do that, and you're gonna make my point for me.
What?
You found a new lane and you became an owner. We can do that.
Yes, so she
We
owns
can do
herself.
that. We can
I do not have an
definitely
agent
stop.
to. I do have a consultant and I have an attorney.
What I'm saying is, in Hollywood and in creating opportunities for yourself, we so want the rocket ship to success and the rocket ship to validation that very few of us are willing to stay in the trenches, build in the trenches, and grow it and own it ourselves. That's the one thing I respect about Tyler Perry and his speech when he talked about when he went and started his own studio. He said, while y'all talking about Oscars so white, hashtag Oscars so white, and yelling from the rooftop and beating your head against the wall at a system that's never going to change, he went and built his own shit.
Exactly.
And he let his talent and his business acumen and his abilities put him in a position where, guess what? Look at his rocket ship versus all of you stepping and fetching.
Yeah, but he also had a boost from Oprah.
Thank you. And which is why she should be protected. Which is why the talented 10, he's coming full circle.
The thing is, what you're saying
she has to be protected.
But you're implying that she wasn't protected, and that's not true.
No, I'm saying in this instance, or there are
Her
instances.
name only came up because
But
it's
there's-
Oprah.
Again,
her name came up because she fixed the
Don't
problem.
try to act like Oprah is universally loved among black folks.
She isn't.
I mean,
Don't try to act like Oprah
Ardie
get universal.
Hollingworth is universally
No,
loved among black
nobody.
people.
No, and I don't even want. And
No,
Oprah
but
probably
I'm-
sitting there right now. I don't even want the love
Oprah,
and the
call me, girl.
validation from
Hey.
people that ain't rocking with me 100%. But what I'm saying is, a person like Oprah, who you just described with Tyler putting him on and putting him in position because she was already in position, because she got it out the mud, because she is not a hoarder of talent, opportunity, money. She's a sharer. She's a gifter.
Okay, when
so
you have
those
$1
people
billion,
need to be protected.
And this is a conversation. We don't have a lot of time, but
We gonna get to leveling up. I like this
if I have
conversation.
a
Leveling up right now.
there is a limited amount of people you can put on as a billionaire. It's like a rule that we will never know until we become a billionaire. You can only put on 10 people.
That's a lie. Yeah, that's a lie. You can do. You're a billionaire. You do what the fuck you want.
Right, but tell me who has.
You know why billionaires don't do that? So we're
Because
having
there
this
is a
conversation.
rule.
There's no rule. This is why billionaires don't do this.
You do not know.
Here's
that.
why billionaires, people who are successful, it's the same. We suffer from the same fallacy of mindset, rich people and poor people. This is the thing that connects us both. They have a deficit mindset. They think the world is not a planet of abundance. They think more I hoard, the more I have, the more powerful I am. When you never see a U-Haul following a hearse and you can't take this shit with you, so it's counterintuitive. Every single successful person should feel a social responsibility to put another person on. That's because you got success because someone in society believed in you, your hope, your
Of
mission, your
course.
dream, your product, your bullshit, your talent, whatever.
But I think that there is a law that we don't know about, that when you get to
I don't believe it. What would be the incentive
We don't
for
know
that?
because we're
We'll
not
fi-
there.
I'm hoping to find
I'll
out
find
here,
out.
I think it's
and then I'm gonna let you know after I put you on.
Thank
Ardie.
you. Please put me on.
Okay, 'cause-
Please put me on, because I don't want to leave this earth like in terms of monetary things. My plan is, and this gets into our level up conversation, and you're here for this, and you probably heard me say this. I don't want to leave this planet rich. When I'm old, I want my money to be spent, invested, or given to my kids. All of my shit, everything I amass is going to be parceled out to my children first, to causes and things that I believe in second.
As it should. And
I'm not going to die wealthy. There won't be a whole bunch of shit to split
But I
up.
think that's how billionaires operate. I think that they operate as though you get to the point where you got $1 billion. I'm broke. I am operating with not having things. That's just like, what's his name? Elon didn't even have a house. He was staying at his friend's house.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is most billionaires are owners of things, right? And here's how you know that they're all bullshit people. Because the first thing you can do as a billionaire, when you own a company, there shouldn't be anybody that's financially struggling within your company that's not making at least market wages or at the top. If you run Amazon, why the fuck is Jeff Bezos on this crazy yachts all around the world and you got people on food stamps working in his factory? That's the type of shit that I'm talking about.
Because he's an alien.
Because he's an alien.
That's 3 shows down the road. We can talk about that later.
All right, we're gonna do the Carice conspiracy hour. But
I love me some good conspiracy.
Yeah. So give me your thoughts on that. Like, let's talk about that in terms of leveling up. Do you think billionaires or rich people have a social responsibility to society, and where does that start?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, of course. We all have a social responsibility to society, no matter how much money we make, but they just make more. And so, yeah, they should contribute a lot more. I don't know what that should look like, whether it's opening a school or, I don't know, doing something to help those that are poor, building communities for homeless people. Yes, they do owe society something.
Yeah.
But the problem is that they don't think they do.
That's what I mean.
And that's what I'm saying.
Deficit mindset.
I'm saying when you get to a certain level, we do not know what that looks like.
Money is not ever going to change.
And it's not about
fundamentally who you are. I think.
Oh goodness!
It's not. You're a fundamentally good person.
It will.
Money changes the people around you and the people that have access to you, but it doesn't. I'm saying at the core of who you are. Thoughts. If you're a giving person, if you're a loving person, if you're a humanitarian, you're gonna see yourself as you're gonna see yourself as a person who can impact change and use the resources at your disposal to do that. It's like, this is why I don't like these mega churches and these pastors that like the TD Jakes that get pedestalized.
Dang, why are you talking about TD Jakes out loud like that in front of white people?
Man, let me tell you something.
We got 3 minutes.
We didn't even get into what we were supposed to talk about.
Every time I get up here, I'll bring up a point and then y'all argue with me for an hour and then agree with me in the same sentence.
What was the other topic?
The other topic was leveling up in 2024. We got a couple minutes left. Yeah, we talk about career, relationships, and dating.
Well, we can leave that one because I have a guest that was supposed to be here.
Yeah, your husband was supposed to be here.
Yeah,
we were talking about relationships.
I'm sorry, he had a haircut appointment that was important.
Oh, he had to go get a haircut
because we have to go to this event for my 90-year-old aunt.
Oh, okay,
and
she can't see his haircut. No way.
She can't. She is vibrant, child.
Oh, she would have told him his line up crooked
and look like a man, like a barbarian or something.
She would have pulled you to the side like, baby, he falling off. you take him to get some new clothes and a haircut.
Oh my goodness.
He was a handsome man.
That had to come up last minute, so we're sorry that we had to miss
that.
But
I think that conversation.
I think that we should have that conversation.
We definitely need to talk about leveling up.
Because he's like, just like you're like, oh yeah, I need somebody on my team. I'll tell him, he's like, yeah, good.
Exactly.
We're on the same team.
Yeah, we're gonna argue y'all asses down to the grizzle.
I'm not an arguer.
Yeah, I think that we can state facts, like the facts of the 83% of what Cat Williams said was facts.
I agree. I think it's more
just
like
what it
85%.
85%.
It's going up every week.
Y'all pick one little thing and just jump on it. I'll be talking on the macro. Y'all be focused on the micro.
Whatever.
I did talk about this. This is a great thing about women. Women worry about the little shit.
Are you sure we worry? Are you sure it's the little stuff, or are we just annoying you?
No, y'all not.
We're doing a good job here,
man. Yeah, y'all doing a great job here.
We didn't throw you off. You didn't even go over your stuff today.
I did. We missed those topics. But here's the thing. We'll always be able to get to this. We always got some cool shit to talk about. So the conversation goes where it goes. And that's the whole point of the show, the Comedy Cypher. So on that,
like when we cipher, like because that's what we were doing, right? We're just having open
dialogue,
cipher. Okay, I didn't know if I needed to rap or something. I was just trying to.
She just woman's playing Cyphper to y'all. When we Cypher.
She was respecting her
Listen,
elder.
let me tell y'all something about.
I respect my elders.
Fellas, this is 2 days in a row that I've been fortunate enough to surround myself by beautiful, melanated black women that's just opinionated and that's just bossy and sassy, and I love it. I love the sound of y'all wrong voices coming out your mouth when y'all be wrong about stuff, but just want to argue the point of being wrong.
I'm never
and
wrong.
then agree with me.
And that's
You know what's
factual.
interesting about men who wear Bill Cosby sweaters and do comedy and that are
We'll put
elders?
something
You
in
know
your
what's
drink.
interesting?
What's interesting? She trying to
You are
get in the
dressed like
trigger
an
me.
elder today.
I'll be your elder. That's
You got
okay.
an elder sweater on
I do.
today.
I have an
For a
elder
fact.
sweater on. Yep.
Okay. And the corduroy hat to match. You
hat to
looking
match.
good though.
Thank you. Thank you. See that?
You looking good.
See how they try to
However-
shade me, but they're lustful in the same breath.
However,
See? See what happened when you
my
fucking
throat
with a
chakra got
professional?
closed.
I just did you just like Cat Williams did that girl with the gnarled fingers.
oh, wowzers. You know what? She really did.
I used them big words. She was
She
going
had
in on
it
the
com-
comedy
she had it
routine.
coming, though.
I used a couple big words that choked her up. She did have it coming. Like, don't be stepping in the
How we
ring
off
with a
subject
heavyweight.
again?
I know. Cat Williams has dominated the comedy side for the last 2 episodes. Shout out to Cat Williams, man.
Little
Yeah,
things.
I like Cat.
Little messy boots.
Little messy boots.
Little messy boots. He went on the Willie D podcast, and Willie D tried to. You see the Willie D shit when he tried to do the whole Shannon Sharp thing, and Cat Williams just sat there. He bared with him. He did as much as he could. Willie D thought he was gonna get some followers from that.
I would too. We're gonna need you to.
You were saying
We're gonna get you a stretch
little
ball.
things?
Yeah.
Little
Yeah. Oh, women. Yeah. Thank
Women
you.
are amazing
Thank
in
you.
everything,
See,
and we're
that's
always
the little
right.
thing.
On
Look at
track.
that. Let me hold
Women
your
are
hand.
amazing, and we are always right.
They are. They absolutely are. I was gonna give
thank
ladies
you
some
for
props.
confirming that.
I was going to give ladies out there everywhere some props, so thank you. Women, have your good woman in your life, fellas, and leave you with this. Get you a good woman in your life so they can worry about the minor details. The shit.
You know what? You tried it. You tried it
The
today.
shit you ain't got time to worry about.
Oh,
They can
boy.
worry about all the little shit you ain't got time for.
The shit
You
that keeps
tried
everything
it.
together.
It does. It's
Oh,
important.
boy.
See the shade in your voice. She knew where I was going. Y'all are the straw that stirs the drink. Y'all are the ones, the glue that binds everything together. That's
You-
the power
you know
of a
what?
woman. Y'all were
What-
you were about to take that as shade.
Listen.
And it was a compliment. Disguised as shade.
No.
That wasn't a compliment?
You know what?
Y'all the MVP.
like I've
y'all the
been
glue
saying,
guys. Y'all the Draymond Greens
No.
of relationships. I'm going to
are
ask you
the
this question. You know
LeBrons.
basketball. Is Draymond Green just as important to the Warriors' success as Steph Curry?
As a unit, absolutely.
Absolutely.
As a unit,
Draymond
Are
Green
we
is
talking about
just as important
individually?
to the success as Steph Curry.
There are no
want to
championships without Draymond.
Exactly. So when I say
But I
that
will
you're
not
the
be
glue
Draymond.
guy,
you tried
when I
it.
say
You
that you're
tried
the
it.
glue guy,
So you've been trying
and the
it all
one that
night.
holds it all together, that means you're on par with the MVP.
No. I'm either LeBron or Dwayne Wade.
See, there you go. You
I
cloud
ain't
chasing.
Dwayne
That's your
Wade.
problem. Dwayne Wade. The alleged power bottom.
and what are you gonna do if he says that he is out in public?
Nothing. I'm not gonna shame him. I'm gonna be like, all right, good for you, young man. Because I am his elder.
I don't think you are. Are you?
I think I'm older than Dwayne Wade.
You are.
You might
and
be like
LeBron,
2 years.
Yeah. Nah, what is Dwayne Wade? I'll be 45 this year. We'll be 45 this year, Big E. Why you trying to act funny?
Who?
You.
I don't even know what you're referring to.
That's
right
all
now.
right. You see, you should embrace your age.
I do. I embrace my age. I love that I look this young
You do look young.
because everybody questions my husband like he got a
Got a
27-year-old
Matilda
wife.
No, I say that same
Black
thing,
don't
man.
crack.
I see my wife walking around the crib. I be like, thank you, God. Man, it's so good to be in your 40s. You're a fine woman in her 40s, man, because, 40s, that's the age that a lot of y'all start falling
No,
off.
not y'all. It's,
I say
it's the
y'all,
people that
like,
you don't want us
in
to talk
general.
to more mainly.
Yeah, they start falling. They get them big mama arms. It be flappy under the arm. And
That's why they need to do
They
they
yoga.
need to be in yoga getting their backs unbigged.
We are well over time. You know
We are
what?
so over time, but we always have a good time.
This is
Oh, the Comedy Cypher. It's
I
insightful.
didn't even need my notes.
You didn't need no notes today?
No.
You did a good job being the Draymond
LeBron
Green of the
James.
conversation.
the LeBron
LeBron
James of
James.
the conversation.
Thank you.
And I am
You the
Dwayne
Dwayne
Wade.
Wade.
coach. I am coaching the Lakers.
You the power bottom.
Oh Lord.
See how they settle for low level shit.
You know what?
They can pick any role they want. As one person picked the star player,
I'm
the
the
other
coach.
person picked the coach because she want to manage and direct shit. You know what I picked? The owner.
You know what?
And there's how the thought process differs.
This is. You know what? Here you go.
I'm going to
We're
decide.
talking about the team. We're
I'm
not
going to
talking about the
decide
organization.
whether y'all even have a role in this
I need
organization.
to turn his mic off.
Seriously.
They can pick any
That's the
job
owner.
they wanted. One picked
No,
the
we
team.
were talking about
one
the
picked the
team.
clout chasing star.
We're
The
talking
other
about
picked
the
the.
team. We're
That
talking about
shows
the
you
team,
insight
not
into
the
all of our
organization.
personalities, right?
No, it's clearly
It
not.
was just a joke. You got to pick it. You
when
was
you go
like,
outside,
I'm LeBron James.
When you go outside, I want you to look at the window.
Mm-hmm.
See who name on there.
Yours.
Who name in the lights?
Yeah, but when you got a chance.
The only part that doesn't say is fine ass.
Fine ass.
Speaking of,
You're welcome.
drop that.
Thank you.
That was hilarious.
You got the fine ass
Wait, I'll
Icarice
have to drop.
tag.
She
I'll
had to
have to
drop.
drop here. I have to. It was on my.
Man, that's your
Controller.
DJ
That's
tag.
hilarious.
Fine ass Icarice.
Yes. So, but somebody else.
Narcissist.
No. This guy I met like when I first started doing radio. He was an older guy. He's
You're
like,
elder.
Oh, you
Elder.
a fine ass Icarice, and he kept on saying that, right?
The way you sound like a creepy uncle. You fine ass Icarice.
That's probably
He's a creepy
exactly-
uncle.
Yes.
Okay.
So other people start hearing him say that, and they start calling me
And it
fine
picked
ass
up.
Icarice. First of all, I didn't even go by Icarice. I took my name off of my Facebook page because my clients were trying to search for me with my name. So then I
Yeah.
removed it and made it an E.
Uh huh.
Icarice.
I
Now
thought
I'm
you were about to
famous.
say they typed in fine ass Icarice to search for you.
No, my first name.
Yeah. Okay. I could just see some creepy dude.
Yes.
How you spell fine? Type it with two
I
big
guarantee
fingers.
you there is a
Yeah,
there's-
old people text.
I guarantee you there's search for fine ass Icarice.
E.
Listen, y'all go look at that Jaguar Right thing and
I would have checked that out now.
tag
She
my
named you.
Tag my Uncle Clive in there.
She named you specifically. It was like you the ops. Man, Jaguar, right?
I like you, ma'am.
Yeah, have an account of yourself. She had a really song. She covered that shit
She
out
said
of that.
I didn't want her to come back here.
Patty LaBelle song.
And some.
You
She
on
said
her
I
first
saged
album.
her when she left.
You say you do got sage in here.
I
Did you
sage
sage
all
your
the
room?
time.
Oh, so that part is factual.
But how does she
No,
know?
but I didn't sage because of her bad
Wait a
energy.
minute. How does
The-
she
the
know
other
you
person-
saged after she
The
left?
other person who
That's your ops.
I know that's the ops, but that's who we have documented with my attorney with her statement, signed
Gotcha.
agreement saying, "Hey, you're the one who spread this information,"
Yeah.
and now Jaguar is on the internet with this. But
Gotcha.
I really
You
like
should have told that part of the story early, because
I
it
did.
wasn't mathing. Wow.
You know what happens when you become an elder?
She's still
need to
triggering
put
me.
on
It's
both.
not gonna work.
You can put on both of these.
Oh yeah, I got one cocked to the side of my bad ear. It wouldn't work no way because I'm an elder. Well, I guess we'll be seeing y'all next week for more dynamic conversation on the Comedy Cypher with old fine ass Icarice, old fine ass Lakeisha
The unofficial
Hollingsworth,
co-host.
old fine ass Lakeisha Hollingsworth, and me, old regular ass.
And fine as Mr. Banks will probably be joining us as well.
Okay,
right?
yeah, we gonna have the Bankses. Ooh, we should. You know what? We gonna play live on air. We should play one of them relationship games. Let's find one and play one of them couples games. That'll be an interesting conversation.
Interesting.
The Bankses
You should-
versus
you
the
should find
Hollingsworth.
that.
How well do you know your spouse?
You should find that out.
Okay, we gonna figure it out. We
And
gonna talk
practice.
relationships. We gonna practice.
Oh, we're gonna practice.
Oh, you should know me pretty well.
You don't know.
If
Let me ask y'all some
you
questions. Let me
don't-
ask you some.
Go ahead.
Oh, y'all twinsies.
I know you see she went upstairs and tried to dress
did
like
not.
me.
I said I was wearing a cream
I
sweater.
didn't even
You
realize.
realize
Here
that.
you-
It's,
Whole
we,
time
we
y'all
out here
twins.
dressed like peaches and
Trying to
herb.
riff like me.
Reunited.
Wait. Well, okay.
Yeah.
If
You have questions.
if he had to pick one meal to eat for the rest
Fried
of the week,
chicken.
See,
is that the right answer?
that
That's
is
the right
correct.
answer.
That is correct.
Okay. All right.
I'm a fried chicken connoisseur. I'm black, 100% Negro from the east side of Detroit. I love fried chicken. Good fried chicken.
If she picked one drink to get when she left here, what is it going to be?
Oh, Malibu and pineapple.
Is that the drink? Oh, and no matter what kind of drink.
Alcoholic beverage? Yeah.
Alcoholic beverage is going to be a margarita or a Malibu and pineapple.
Okay.
One of them two.
Okay, I guess you know me.
Yeah, I know.
Just a little bit.
I know her very well. She has a little mole on the underside of her booty cheek.
Oh my God.
It kind of
I might be running for office
it
one
kind of
day.
looked like
Does he
Fred
have-
Flintstone.
listen, clearly-
Every time I see it, I want to say, yeah, but
If you run for office, the coast is clear, especially after all these people that have been running for office. We got somebody running for the highest position in the United States who is currently under investigation.
Yeah,
and
gangster.
has
You know what?
26
But y'all
counts
know
of
that not
criminal.
work for people that look like us. We wouldn't even get on the ballot.
Man, see, yeah, like when Obama had to be the cleanest superhero Negro of all time to make it to the president, he ain't got no skeletons in his closet.
Zero.
None. He ain't got a parking ticket. Obama ain't got a demerit and a tardy from school. He like the perfect Negro because you know they vetted
But
him.
plus, he told you what he did. He's like, yes, I smoked a little weed and I did do some cocaine.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know he said cocaine. He was on that. He was on
No,
that.
not on
that
it.
narcotic?
He said he did it.
He tried it. Yeah, that was everybody. He came
I
up in
never
the 70s.
ever tried. I've never
Me
even seen
neither.
cocaine before in
Me
my
neither.
life.
I've never tried any cocaine.
Nothing has ever been like, you know what? Let me
try that.
try that
What?
cocaine.
See what it's like.
Well,
Yeah, no.
Or crack.
I've always been astute. Like, you can look at a crackhead and say, I don't want my life to be that
But the
way.
thing is, people still sign up for it after they see it. That's my concern.
And it shows the drug is addictive because we didn't. let me tell you.
It's not addictive until you try
You're
it.
funny. You just led me into a new joke I wrote this week, and I'm going to go ahead and freestyle it for you today. Here's what I
This is
discovered.
the comedy cipher.
Here's what I discovered. We went in Sephora the other night, and it's a sea of women buying makeup. We walk in, a little white girl greets you with a basket. Everything is neat on the shelves. A sea of women. They listen to Beyonce. You want to break my stuff? They just laughing and partying and shopping and shit. So little Miss Hollingsworth gets her little tube of shit. I don't know what it is. It's in a little tube of shit.
Which one is Lil Miss?
Little Miss Hollingsworth, Keisha Hollingsworth.
Oh, okay.
She gets a tube of shit. I don't know what's in this little tube of shit. We get to the counter. She ring up her little tube of shit. It costs $75.
Okay, then.
I look around at all of these ladies with baskets of little tubes of shit. And I said, I remember back when I was running programs for ex-offenders and all of these guys were locked up for selling drugs. And I said, my brothers, stop selling crack. Sell makeup. That's a
Is
lucrative
that kind of my
fucking
joke
business.
too? Since I do the punchline.
You just hit the punchline. Sell makeup. It's dramatic. And what I'm going to do with this, and I was just freestyling that joke. I just wrote that joke this week, so it's going to be way funnier when I perform it on stage.
It for you, or you just want me to steal it and do it on stage?
No. You can't steal it. I just put it out there.
Don't do it, Cedric.
Don't do it, Seti.
I mean,
All right.
clearly we could do it here, and then I could still do it and steal it.
Yeah,
Right?
that's
how it works now.
Oh man, I was at a show last night, man, and a dude did a stolen joke, and he did the shit so blatantly obvious, and I heard the joke, iterations of the joke for years, and I knew the punchline and shit was coming, and people, I'm like, oh my god, we out here stealing material. Listen.
Oh, you saying that in front of white people? The disrespect.
No, I didn't name no names. I didn't say who it was. And you don't even know if he was a brother.
Who was it?
I'm not gonna say no names. He know who he is. He know he stole that joke.
Where was it at?
It was at a show. I said a show. See, you're not gonna get me. You can't. I'm a pro. You can't trigger me.
Trigger.
Get me.
You
But,
just want
yeah.
to trigger.
But I'm gonna come out with a line of makeup. I'm gonna be the only man selling makeup. I'm gonna get some palettes together. I need to consult with some of my female
Some
friends.
palettes?
Yeah, some palettes. I know what it's called, right? A color palette.
I'm so proud.
You proud of me? Yeah. No, I'm coming out with color palettes. They're
I
gonna
had,
be
to
some.
send, I had to send the husband to get some makeup, and child, it was
was a
tragic.
disaster. Oh, he gotta hang out with more women.
I sent him the numbers.
Oh, okay.
Because there's no way I could just send him the picture and it come back right.
Yeah.
No way.
Did he get the right thing?
No, he got the right thing, so I sent him the codes.
Okay, got you.
Like,
yeah.
just give this to the
Detailed
lady.
instruction.
Yeah.
You like a Starbucks order. You're complicated. I don't think you've ever sent me to buy makeup. I don't think I've ever bought. I've never. That's the one thing I probably never bought for you was makeup. But when I come out with the Ardie Got Jokes official makeup line, you got to model it. palates. The palates. It's coming soon, y'all. Already got jokes. Official makeup. Don't sell drugs, sell makeup. And I get to that joke because what you were saying back in the whole Say No to Drugs campaign, they didn't give us any alternatives. Imagine if they told all those young brothers in Baltimore and New York. No, they said this is your brain on drugs.
I know, but they wanted you to eat the eggs instead.
No, but what I'm saying is they should have gave us a new way to hustle. Like that Andre. We just listened to that song coming in.
They want you to do drugs.
No, you got to. It's a systematic. Yeah, divide and conquer, then sprinkle a little cocaine in your neighborhood, and voila.
Disrespect your elders and.
Yep, I don't know. Disrespect your elders publicly, privately.
Wear your wool pants.
Wear your wool pants. She like these wool pants. She gonna go out and get some for her husband
Those
next
pants
week.
are kind of cute though.
Next week he gonna come in here.
I'm sure we already got wool pants.
Yep, he gonna come in here with wool pants, one ball sack sweatier than the other one.
It will not be.
Charcoal soap,
Make sure
fellas.
your underwear breathe.
Yeah, cotton underwear. Don't wear those cheap ass polyester blends. And you got to get yourself some soap infused with charcoal to fight that bacteria under your ball sack. This has been a lesson to you from Ardie Hollingworth, aka Fresh Nuts.
And you can also
ain't
use
my nuts always
soaps.
fresh? How long you been with me? Have you ever Have you ever caught me with sweaty ball syndrome?
No,
my nuts. 25 years, Saints nuts is fresh. You got to get the right soap.
I think if you're a grown ass man, you should definitely not.
But it's some grown ass
sweaty
man.
balls.
You don't listen.
I don't know. I don't go around indulging in a lot of balls, so
you
I
ain't
cannot
ball
confirm
tracking.
or deny. Actually, I cannot. Had one set of balls in the past. How long y'all been married?
25 years. Oh, we've been together
25 years.
Yeah, we've been together
like-
25 years. We've been married. This
I've
is
only
our.
had one pair of balls in the past 15 years.
Dang, one balls in 15 years.
So,
One balls in 18
And
years.
they're fresh.
Fresh balls. Shout out to fresh balls in your life. Some of y'all out here, ladies, right now, you're suffering. You sit next to a man who got some stanky balls and you just don't know what to do with yourself.
If you need any assistance, please call 702-551.
Well,
5261.
I'm going to just tell you, get some charcoal soap for him. Get that one big bar.
Or that Dr. Bronner's, the peppermint.
Yeah, get you some of that. That peppermint soap going to have them
Get
tingly.
natural soap, guys. Yeah. Natural soap will do it. And then shower.
Shower regularly. Bathe regularly. Get your nuts in the tub. Let them soak. Get some Epsom salt.
Take a shower with you later and let her rub them.
Yeah, whatever she
you got to do.
Yeah, you shouldn't be musty dudes. Don't get no ass. Grown men be musty.
They might get ass,
and a lot of y'all work with your hands. You know what I'm saying? And I feel bad for ladies because that's all, since we're on these grooming and styling tips. I should do a show about men styling and grooming.
For the ladies whose men use their hands for work.
Clean your fingernails because that's how you get yeast infections.
Most disgusting thing.
Wash your hands, clean your fingernails, and then by all means, get yourself some pedicures. A lot of y'all run around here with the same pair of Jordans on and your feet stink. Okay, get yourself a pedicure. Make sure your feet is soft. I said feet. You like that?
I like it.
Make sure your feet is soft.
I'm trying to figure out how we got here.
We just,
This is a Cyphper.
Exactly.
This is a Cyphper section.
So let me shut up. I'm just giving a lot of. Let me
dark.
ask you two this questions. This is Cyphper After Dark. As women, what advice would you give men out here? Just freestyle advice you would give men. Go.
What kind of advice am I giving?
Anytime. I said freestyle advice you would give men. I was just freestyling advice I was giving to my fellow brothers. What would you, from a female perspective, what advice would you give men? You go to the gym a lot. Those little saggy bald dudes be hitting on you. Do you find it creepy when guys hit on you in public?
No.
If they're respectful.
They're respectful.
Yeah, unless they're being creepy.
So what advice would you give men overall? Help us be better men.
Listen to women.
Oh my God, that's so wide ranging and not specific. I was giving specific advice. I told them how to wash their balls, what type of soaps to use.
You can't tell me how to wash my vajayjay.
No, I was just giving. I'm asking you. Those were my opinions. I'm asking you your opinions of what advice you would give men overall to make us a better species.
Be good listeners.
Be good listeners. Okay.
Don't be afraid to get in tune with your feminine side.
What is that? Unpack that for the people. What's a feminine side?
It's okay to be sensitive if that's what we want.
Okay
you equate sensitivity to femininity?
Well, I don't. Society does.
Fuck society. I'm talking about you. like sensitivity equals femininity?
No, it doesn't. It shouldn't.
No,
Okay.
but if we're interpreting it to people who believe in a specific manner and we want to get it across to them, then that's
Okay, I'll let
the
y'all have that
explanation.
one.
It's okay to be open with your
Okay.
feelings. Don't have to bottle it up inside.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And go to therapy.
Go to therapy.
My go-to therapy is my advice for
Y'all
all
gonna get a
men.
commission on therapy.
Because it
I
helps.
wish I did get a commission on therapy, but
Mm-hmm.
but my commission on therapy is understanding that it is so helpful.
You know, women love therapy.
Women
It's
don't.
for everybody.
Women. It's not that women love
Just
therapy.
joking. See,
It's not that women love therapy.
I was about to do a
But-
joke, but you obviously were triggered
we want
by
you to
that
sign
statement. You want me to sign up for therapy?
Yes.
I don't got nothing to talk to them people about.
See,
That's what you
see.
think.
I don't.
See what I'm
That's what
saying?
I
you
talk to
think.
y'all.
You just asked us for advice. We gave you the advice.
I'm
Are you going to
listening
take
to
it?
Just because
What
you
is it
give
going to hurt for you
advice,
to go to therapy?
just
three
because you
times?
give advice, it's not required that a person accepts it and
It-
takes
for
it and
you
run
it
out and do
is.
that. For me, it is.
Yeah.
You're just a bully. You just want to manage stuff. We've
Listen.
already established that,
Listen.
manager.
listen. Men, especially black men, because that's who I like to talk to.
Mm-hmm.
Go to therapy.
Yeah. If you need it, go.
No, you don't. You don't go to therapy when you need.
If you feel like
therapy.
it, no, you don't
You go
buy
to-
shit for the sake of buying shit.
I do it all the time.
Yes.
Oh
I
my
do.
God! See, that's your
I got
problem.
stuff in my
See,
cart
oh
right
my
now, but
I
God.
buy shit for the sake of, I buy
Buying
shoes.
shit
I
for
don't
the
need
sake of
shoes.
buying
I don't need
shit.
a new purse, but I like to buy shit.
I'm not about to buy no therapy for the sake of
Just go
buying
to therapy. Go to
Not to buy it.
therapy.
It's free with
Oh
insurance.
my God!
Might pay a little bitty
It's all
copay.
They don't even. It's no.
See?
It's not even a copay.
Oh,
I got
well, see,
better
we
shit
got
to
to
do with my
resolve the
time.
situation here.
What's that?
She done resolved the situation for you. She said there's no copay. You're not paying anything.
Yeah, I'm not.
Free
Even if it was $1 billion or whatever it was, if it
Oh,
was
now
a
we're talking about $1
necessity,
billion again.
if it was a necessity for me to go, and I felt
It's
like there was a time.
It's a necessity for everyone
I'm not
to go to
knocking
therapy.
therapy. There was a time and I went to you and I was like, yo, I need to talk to somebody. But after I had spoke to her, my mind was at
I'm
a better,
not a therapist.
a clear
I
place.
think
But
I think that it's natural for your
I
loving
think I just-
partner to provide you ease.
Yeah.
But that is not what a
But I was
therapist.
okay
But that is not what a
after that.
therapist provides you.
no, I just want to be okay. I just want to be okay.
Can you
And stay
know
in
what?
the
'Cause I think that
realm
we
of
had already
okayness.
committed to this
What's that?
last year therapy. We
You want
talked
me to
about
go to
this.
therapy?
I think 3 sessions to be good.
3 would be good.
It's
Okay.
life changing.
So I'm gonna go in there. The first session gonna be like, well, why are you?
No,
So why are you here?
you're assuming.
I'm just asking. No,
No,
I'm
that's
asking.
not how therapy works.
Okay, how does it work?
And make sure,
Walk me
make
through the
sure
first
you
session.
No, because I'm not a licensed therapist.
You know what I
But
wanna
make
do?
sure you
Here's
see,
what I'ma
make sure
do.
you see an LCSW or higher because the strategy is different.
Here's what I want to do.
You're gonna go
I
to
wanna do
see
a
an
live-
LCSW or higher.
You just gave me a good idea. I want to
HIPAA.
do a live therapy session
HIPAA.
on the comedy site.
We're not doing it. It's HIPAA.
I'm cool. It's
No,
me.
No,
You
we're
can't.
good. They're not gonna do it.
And
Oh, they
That's
not
not
gonna
how.
do
That's
that.
not how
That's
a
not how it
licensed
works.
therapist
Okay, I
works.
see. I don't even know. Shout out to
Yeah.
any unlicensed
Listen,
therapists.
you didn't know something? Where's my?
I know a lot.
Where's my heart?
I know. Listen,
Wait a minute here.
No, you sent me that in the text yesterday. You was like, you always knowing some shit. And I told her, here's why I feel comfortable in my opinion. Yeah, I like this. I like this. This is very dramatic effect in the background. Here's why I feel comfortable in my opinion. Because I don't stray too far away from speaking on shit that I haven't known, lived, experienced, studied, and understand fully. I don't just be speaking on shit. So just like that, I can freely admit if there's a topic or something that I don't know, I can ask a question and then go and do the research. So the next time it come around, I'll know a little bit more.
You know what I would like you to do the research on?
What you want me
therapy.
to do?
Physically going into therapy.
Okay.
And speaking to a therapist that is an
licensed
LCSW or higher.
Okay, we'll go in there. I like how you did the hand motion too. Ikaris is one of those special people. She's of the talented 10th. She really is. Any other thoughts on any other changes or anything that we should be doing here?
No, we're gonna stay on top.
I
next
think
week.
that's it.
We're gonna stay on top. Yeah, we're gonna stay on topic next. Oh, you like the comedy Cyphper. You like coming here, huh? We never get to the end of these. Yeah. See, if you come here, our shows be off the rails. But we're gonna have a wide range of discussion on relationships next week. Your husband's coming?
We're going to commit him to coming. Unless...
See, how you gonna be putting commitments on the man's schedule?
we did actually already talk about this.
On his
But
schedule.
the only thing that can change
You are the manager.
is people die every day.
Really?
And I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about his clients. Okay.
Oh,
That's all I'm saying.
Man, listen. Let's just hope I'm not one of them. All right.
It's not gonna be you.
Okay, good.
We're stuck in here.
Appreciate
we good.
you.
You still got 3 therapy sessions. You know.
Yeah,
the good Lord's not gonna
attend
take you away.
before I go to therapy. Y'all ain't gonna get me in y'all therapy hustle. I'm gonna tell you
I
this
got a
right
list
now.
of.
You already committed on air.
I didn't commit.
You
got a
did.
list
I
for
committed for the concept of the show. Y'all said I couldn't do it, so now I don't.
No,
need
I
it.
think I think if we rewind, you said you would go.
I go.
You said 3 sessions.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do an undercover. I'm gonna record. I'm gonna go like a
you can't
CBS,
record.
like what's that? 60 Minutes.
You can't record.
Yo, I'm gonna blog about it though, or podcast about
no,
it.
You know.
Talk about
No, you
your
don't.
experience.
I'm be like, yo, this is what I told
There
my
are some
therapist.
things that you don't talk about in front of white people.
No, I want to. You know, my life is a testimony. I live
You're
my
not
life
listening.
pretty
Your
out
therapy
loud.
session is not a testimony.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
we can all learn from one another.
No, life is different. Therapy is not the same.
Okay, I'll let you tell it.
I know.
I mean, I'm just saying, I'm cool. You can ask me whatever questions, or let's talk about whatever.
We can talk about whatever.
We can talk about
like
whatever.
live on the internet with other people.
Yeah, you ask me my
What?
opinion,
Thank y'all for
or you ask me a question.
Thank you for having me as your unofficial co-host.
What question would you like to ask me on the
I'll
air?
ask you after you go to therapy.
Okay.
Session.
How was your therapy session? It was
I
cool.
cannot
They
wait
had
till you go to
cookies and
therapy.
donuts and shit. Do they have cookies? They have food there? Because I want to eat.
Mrs.
Any therapist?
Hollingworth, will you
Yo,
please make
I
sure
love
you
fried
set
chicken.
set his
Fried chicken
appointment?
therapy. What if I did fried chicken therapy? Would black people go?
I don't like chicken like
You don't
that.
like chicken like that? See, you was Diddy black people.
I'm not. I
Black
used to
people,
like chicken
if
until
I did
I
a
watched
fried
this
chicken
video
therapy,
about chicken. Change.
that they once were
It makes
alive
me
and
wanna
now they're
throw-
dead and on your plate.
And they look like chicken. They look like the same damn chicken that was running around.
What they supposed
So
to
in
look
my
like?
head, psychologically,
Yo,
like
if somebody cooked you, you're gonna look
I
like a
used to watch
cooked
my
E.
grandma.
Carice.
I know. Please don't cook me.
Yeah, your grandma
Chop the
went out
neck
there
off.
and wrang the neck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Put it
that's
in the
what that's
boiling
my
water,
grandmother did
pull
too.
Pick the feathers off.
See, I'm gonna just go down to the Piggly Wiggly and get my chicken.
Yeah, but still, I don't know. After I watch these videos in my head, I can't unsee
You can't.
it.
See, you're not supposed to do that. Shout out
And
to
then, and then I can now the chicken's different. It does not taste the same.
not
Does
gonna be
not
the same.
smell the
No,
same.
it's
no
different.
It's not-
steroids
definitely
and
different.
chemicals and stuff.
So
in
now I can smell it and it's different. Now I eat it, it's different. First of all, matter of fact, last night we kept it real hood. Last night we went to the Wildfire to
the casino?
To the casino, smoky as hell. I'm
Yeah.
surprised my hair don't smell like smoke. Okay,
Just talk about this.
It was a good time.
Wait, you went to
it
the
was
Wildfire.
It was a very entertaining time. Okay,
Y'all date nights.
it wasn't even. What did we do yesterday? It was like a on the way. Like,
That's a
let's
date.
just go here. I mean,
Okay.
it's always a date. We
It's a
go on dates
date.
all the time. Like, random, stuff. But anyway, we were like, okay, let's go. Oh, no, he had a basketball game. And then we was like, yeah, let's go keep a hood. Went there. It was very
Some
entertaining.
chicken is involved.
I got chicken fingers. Something, I can't get chicken wings. He asked him, he's like, hey, are y'all chicken wings big? He's like,
Like them
they
church's
normal,
wings?
normal size.
Yeah.
Man, his chicken wings were so dang big.
Yeah, I don't like big ass chicken. Like big back chicken, I don't
So
like
I'm
big
like,
back
that is
chicken.
not. And then my
Yeah.
chicken fingers were super big. I'm like, you
That's
know what?
not how they look.
Yeah, it's steroids. They pump it up with steroids and water and all of that additives
Yes, but
to
that's
make it
why
extra
I
big.
can't do chicken now.
Yeah, all our food is
And it's
contaminated.
meat. I can not eat meat.
You don't want meat at all? What about the pesticides that they use and the chemicals they use to grow vegetables? You think, there's a chemical in everything.
So
It's
shout out
not
to
like
my
when I
mother-
see that
shout out
organic
to my
stuff that's like
mother-in-law.
40% higher in the store and I see people buying it like for a mental thing, I'm like, yo, man, come on.
Shout out to my mother-in-law who has vegetables in the backyard.
That's how my mom
And
is.
shout out to us because we go have vegetables in our backyard too because I cannot.
Here's what I would love to see, and I need to see it like in a study, like a longitudinal research study on this. People who have gone vegan and who maybe eat organic or all of this, super duper healthy superfoods and all of that stuff. Are they living longer?
Yes, in different
Than other
countries. which is why we're moving.
Because my grandfather had, his best friend was from Barbados, and he had an island diet, high sugar. They eat a lot of corned beef. They had pigs and stuff on there. This dude lived to be 104, and smoked till he was like almost in his 80s.
But where did he live?
He was from Barbados.
Right.
So he had that island diet.
And we just recently,
no diabetes, no nothing.
We've just recently been researching this because we are moving to another country in a few years.
That's why you growing them locks.
No, actually, I've been debating it for like a year and a half now.
Okay, where y'all moving to?
Possibly Costa Rica.
Okay.
But we were researching.
Ikaree's gonna be flipping bricks to y'all. She the plug now.
I'm not selling cocaine.
You gonna sell?
I did see the cocaine farms though, but I don't know how they make that cocaine.
You gotta get the leaves and some kerosene, stomp on it. You get you a couple. They know what to do.
Let me find out.
Yeah, I watch a lot of Narcos and them El Chapo documentaries and Snowfall. So
Okay.
I've seen a little bit.
So I was reading about that, and it was talking about how the like the life expectancy is different because they don't use all of those same things that we use here in this country that are banned in these other countries.
Look it up. What
I don't know.
What was it? Because we can look this up.
We're about to get kicked off here in a second.
Oh shoot! I was gonna look it up. I want to see if that was factual. Very high death rate, violent society here in the United States, so that's pulling down our life expectancy as well. So probably a lot of factors, but I wouldn't mind living in Costa Rica. You want to go?
Hell yeah.
I don't know. I think we were talking about moving to Australia for a little while back in the day.
Scratch that off the list.
Yeah, I don't know. Wherever we go, we're gonna be happy. And there's going to be a therapist there.
I'm going to be a nomad.
I can't wait till you go there.
I'm excited for you.
You think I'm going to be a changed man?
It's not even that.
You think I'm going to be a more well-rounded individual?
It's not that you're going to be changed, but it's
I've been changed.
It's a good dumping place.
Would I be? Let me ask you a question.
You've had some very I guess it would be traumatizing.
Oh yeah. I had 2023 was a traumatic ass year. Yeah,
like
was
you've had
traumatic.
you lost your sibling.
I've lost a lot. Yeah,
like
I've done a lot.
a lot has happened.